frightened. I'm so afraid he will look just like everyone else. He does.
You are my little cousin Cecily, I presume?
You are under some strange mistake. I'm not little. In fact, I'm more than usually tall for my age. You, I see from your card, are Uncle Jack's brother, my cousin Ernest, my wicked cousin Ernest.
Oh, but I'm not really wicked at all, Cousin Cecily. You mustn't think that I'm wicked.
If you're not, then you have certainly been deceiving us all in a very inexcusable manner. I hope you've not been leading a double life, pretending to be wicked but being really good all the time. That would be hypocrisy.
Oh, but of course, I have been rather reckless.
I'm glad to hear this.
In fact, now that you mentioned the subject, I have been very bad in my own small way.
I don't think you should talk to me like that. Miss Prism never says such things to me.
It is much pleasanter being here with you.
I can't understand why you're here at all. Uncle Jack will be back till Monday afternoon.
Well then, that is a great disappointment. I have a business appointment in London on Monday afternoon that I'm very anxious to miss.
Couldn't you miss it anywhere but in London?
No, the appointment is in London.
Well, I know, of course, how important it is not to keep a business engagement if one wants to retain any sense of the beauty of life. But still, I think you had better wait till Uncle Jack arrives. I know he wants to speak to you about your emigrating.
About my what?
You're emigrating. He has gone up to buy your outfit.
I would never let Jack buy my outfits. He has no taste in neckties at all.
Well, I don't think you will be requiring neckties. Uncle Jack is planning to send you to Australia.
Australia? I'd sooner die.
Well, he said at dinner on Wednesday night that you would have to choose between this world, the next world, and Australia.
Well, the accounts I have received of the next world and Australia aren't particularly encouraging. This world is good enough for me, Cousin Cecily.
Yes, but are you good enough for it?
That, I'm afraid I'm not, which is why I want you to make it your mission to reform me.
I'm afraid I've no time this afternoon.
Would you mind my reforming myself this afternoon?
It is rather quixotic of you, but I think you should try.
Thank you. I'm feeling better already.
You were looking a little worse.
Oh, that's because I'm hungry.
Oh, I thought this of me. I should have remembered that when one is going to lead an entirely new life, one requires regular and wholesome meals. Won't you come in?
Might I have a buttonhole first? I never have any appetite unless I have a buttonhole first.
A Marshall Neal?
No. I'd sooner have a pink rose.
Why?
Because you are like a pink rose, Cousin Cecily.
I don't think it can be right for you to talk to me like that. Miss Prism never says such things to me.
Well then, Miss Prism is a short-sighted old lady. You are the prettiest girl that I ever saw.
Miss Prism says all good looks are a snare.
They are a snare that every sensible young man would like to be caught in.
Well, I don't think I would care to catch a sensible man. I shouldn't know what to talk to him about.
Cecily, come here.
Oh, I must go.
I'm in love with Cecily, and that is all. I must see her before I go and make arrangements for another Bunbury. Ah, there she is.
Oh, I merely came back to water the roses.
Cecily, I hope I shall not offend you if I state quite clearly and frankly that you are the most visible personification of perfection that I have ever seen.
I think your frankness does you great credit, Ernest. If you will allow me, I will copy your remarks into my diary.
You really I'd do anything to look at it.
Oh, no. But pray, Ernest, don't stop. I delight in taking down from dictation. I have reached absolute perfection. You can go on. I'm quite ready for more. Don't cough, Ernest. When one is dictating, one should speak fluently and not cough. Besides, I don't know how to spell a cough.
Cecily, ever since the first day I gazed upon your wonderful and incomparable beauty, I have dared to love you wildly, passionately, devotedly, hopefully.
I don't think that you should tell me you love me wildly, passionately, devotedly, hopelessly. Hopelessly doesn't seem to make much sense, does it?
Cecily, I don't care for anybody in the whole world but you. I love you. You will marry me, won't you?
Of course, you silly boy! Why, you've been engaged for the last 3 3 months.
The last 3 months?
Yes, it will be exactly 3 months on Thursday.
Oh, darling, but how did we come to be engaged?
Well, ever since dear Uncle Jack first confessed to us that he had a younger brother who was very wicked and bad. I dare say it was foolish of me, but I fell in love with you, Ernest.
Oh, darling, and when was the engagement actually settled?
On the 14th of February last. The next day I bought this little ring in your name. And this is little bangle with a true lover's nugget that I promised you always to wear.
Yes, it's very pretty, isn't it?
Yes, you've wonderfully good taste, Ernest. It's these views I've always given for leading such a bad life. But I think, yeah.
And what's in that box over there?
Oh, it's the dear letters. It's the box where you keep all your dear letters.
Oh, you keep it rather close to you. Would you mind if I look at it?
Oh no, I couldn't possibly. It would make you far too conceited. The 3 you wrote me after I broke off the engagement were so beautiful and so badly spelled that even now I can hardly read them without crying a little.
But was our engagement ever broken off?
Of course it was. On the 22nd of last March. You can see the end if you like. Today, I broke off my engagement with Ernest. I feel it is better to do so. The weather still continues charming.
Cecily, I'm deeply hurt to hear that you broke off my engagement. I had done nothing wrong at all. I had done nothing at all. Especially when the weather was so charming.
Well, it would have hardly been a really serious engagement if it hadn't been broken up at least once. But I forgave you before the week was out.
Oh, Cecily, you darling angel.
You dear romantic boy. Your hair curls naturally, does it?
Yes, darling. With a little help from others.
I'm so glad.
You'll never break off our engagement again, will you?
Well, I don't think I can break it off now that I've actually met you. Besides, of course, there is the question of your name.
Right. Of course. My name.
You shouldn't laugh at me, darling, but it had always been a girlish dream of mine to love someone whose name was Earnest. There is something in that name which seems to inspire absolute confidence. I pity any poor married woman whose husband isn't called Earnest.
Darling, do you mean to say that you couldn't love me if I had but some other name?
But what name?
Any name you like. Algernon, for instance.
I don't like the name of Algernon.
Oh, but my dear, sweet, little, darling, Algernon is a perfectly wonderful name. It's a rather aristocratic name. In fact, half of the chaps who get into the bankruptcy court are named Algernon. Darling, my name is Algie. Do you seriously not love me?
I might respect you, Ernest. I might admire your character, but I'm afraid I won't be able to give you my undivided attention.
Cecily, I believe your rector here is thoroughly experienced in the rites and ceremonials of the church.
Oh, of course. Dr. Chasuble is a most learned man. He has never written a single book, so you can imagine how much he knows.
I must see him at once in a most important christening. I mean important business.
Oh,
I shan't be away more than half an hour.
couldn't you make it 20 minutes?
I'll be back in no time.
Mwah! What an impetuous boy!